The question that I am asked most frequently by beginning struggling entrepreneurs, especially in service-based businesses, is what advice do you have for me? Where should I get started? And it's simple. My first piece of advice is to stop getting advice and start getting coaching. And the reason I encourage people to stop getting advice is because everyone who has a mouth wants to give you advice, even those individuals who have never done what you are trying to do, that have never operated as an entrepreneur, those who have never experienced success. It's because advice is easy to give, advice is inexpensive but costly. Coaching, on the other hand, it requires something of you. Now, I might be speaking to some entrepreneurs, some business owners who might be challenged financially and who say, well, Neil, I can't get coaching. I can't afford it. Well, the reason you can't afford coaching is because you don't have coaching. I myself have a number of coaches in the real estate field, in speaking. I even have coaching coaches, right? And so the reason that I encourage you to stop getting advice is because more than likely the advice that you are receiving is probably coming from someone who has never done that thing. And as I aforementioned, it's easy for me to give something freely that doesn't cost me anything and doesn't cost you anything. So let me ask you today, have you been getting advice from people that you should not be taking advice from? Have you taken this thing serious enough when it comes to entrepreneurship or sales or marketing or being a small business owner for you to invest back in yourself? For you to say, here's where I am, here's where I want to be, and I know the way to fill that gap, to overcome those challenges, to overcome those hurdles is for me to go out and seek coaching. Find someone who can help me identify my blind spots, see where I might be leaving some opportunities or money on the table. Now, I, as a coach, believe that everyone needs a coach, but it's not just because I'm a coach. It is because I have seen the best in the world get coaching, whether it is business, whether it's athletics, fitness, or relationships. Maybe it is even psychological or mental coaching. Now, you might know that as counseling, but all they are coaches. So I'm going to encourage you today that if you find yourself not achieving the levels of success that you want in your business, in your life, to go out and seek a coach. How do you find a coach? Well, the best way is to experience their coaching one-on-one or in a group setting. Maybe you can go in and ask for a consultation, what we might call a discovery consultation, to see if the coach or the program is a good fit for you. They're probably going to dive into some personality assessments, see what your triggers are, what your goals are, what long-term expectations you have. But ultimately, here's what I can tell you, that coaching makes a difference. It's not enough to want to be better. It's not enough to get advice. What is required is for you to have someone that's going to hold you accountable when things are tough, in those challenging times. Someone who's going to be able to see from a different point of view and offer a different perspective, because we all have our blind spots. In your business, maybe you are great at the marketing piece, but you're having a little more challenge at closing the sale. So your coach could offer you some ideas, some techniques, or some tools that might help you, because oftentimes the best coaches have multiple clients that they are working with, and someone else's win can also equate to your victory as well when that information is brought to you by your coach. So I encourage you to seek out coaching today. Stop taking advice, especially from those people who have never done what you're trying to do, especially from those people who don't have anything vested in your outcome or your results. I would love to know what you think about coaching versus advice. Are you a coach? Are you someone who gives advice freely? Or Are you being coached or advised by someone in your life, and in what areas? Leave those in the comment section. Make sure that you share this video with someone that you know, like, trust, that you care about, someone that you want to see take their life, their business to the next level. Ultimately, subscribe, but I want you to remember this, and that is that I love you, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And until the next time I see you or you see me, don't be average, be world renowned. Peace.